Hey y'all, it's your girl Lunar back again with another video for y'all. So I'm working on the monthly zodiacs for the month of May, and the zodiac sign that we're working on today is Scorpio. Alright, so I got a couple of things I gotta get out the way before I can dive into this like I want to dive into it. So May is my birthday month, so happy birthday to me first off. But I'm doing a countdown to my birthday, which is May 31st. Now, I'm doing different things on each of the social media platforms, so you can head over to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Tumblr and check out each of the events that I'm doing for each of them. I do this every year, but this one is much special since I'm doing it from my business page, so it's even more personal, get to know me kind of thing. So that's how I'm feeling. Plus, as you can see, I don't have my jewelry on, so there's gonna be a couple of videos like this where I don't have my jewelry. Just, yeah, but you will see me with the bandana on my head though. Okay, that's the move for the full May readings. Sure. Kind of like it like this. Okay, there we go. Now, I have 3 different coupons going on for, if you click on the scheduling appointment, you can use 3 different coupons. You can use year, which is good to September 16th. Or you can use Gemini, which is good to June 21st, or May to June 1st. So use either one of those. Excuse me. And you're good to go. Sorry about that. Had a little bit hiccup. Now, the cards that I'm using for this month is the Isis Oracle deck. So y'all have seen me use this lovely lady in the weeklies, so it's been a while since we have seen her and have used her, so she was like, hey, what's up? So I thought it was a good time to use it since May is a 9-month, so it's the side to end all things, clean things up, you know, wrap up loose ends that you need to wrap up before we dive into June energy, which is a fresh, clean slate, starting off, rolling, all that good stuff, you know. But yeah, you can check out the May video, which I'll put at the end of this link. Definitely. So definitely do that, and you will be good to go. All right. So, there's a new thing I'm adding at the end of each of the readings, which are my mudras. I decided to use this, even though it was supposed to come in the last month, but I forgot, and I was like, crud. So I'm remembering it this time. I'm gonna do them after I finish reading each of the oracle cards that Scorpio has. Okay, so definitely stick around for that. They are fun, and I would definitely put the incantations, invocations, the focus, all that stuff down in the description below. So definitely look at it. Definitely do it. Let me know how you feel after you do it. I'm just giving you the incantation because I'm not writing out the full ritual. That's a whole lot of words. Ain't doing all that. No. Besides, I use the words and they just as good, but the ritual is just like added bonus. That's how I view. There we go. Done. But let's get started with the cards. So first one up is Scales of Balance, ancient tantra of the soul. Came up in reversal for you. Next up is Soul Retrieval, Deep Soul Healing with the Goddess. There you go. Next one up is Proper Burial for Freedom, Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. Alright. Next up is Past Life, Present Power, the Many Spiritual Faces of You. Alright. Next is Magic and Ritual, Crafting Sacred Practice. Next up is Enter the Chamber of Healing, Healing in the Divine Chamber of the Lady Isis. Next up is High Priestess, Mysteries Revealed in the Eyes of Isis. Alright. And a couple of these cards came up for other signs, but y'all can watch the videos to find out which ones. Eye of Horus, awakening divine perception. I love this. Abundance of Sothis, stellar blessing of the celestial goddess of abundance. Alright. Next up is Life Restored, priestess of the Phoenix. Next we have Truths Unveiled, the revelation of Isis. Next is the Brother in Darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Right? Whew. Power over 7 Scorpion, power to conjure lower vibrational forces. Next is Queen of Heaven, blessing from the divine empress of the skies. Yes, Queen, work it. Yes. Divine Sisterhood, community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. Right? Just know you can get this deck with the booklet off Amazon. Now I'm going to read the incantations, invocation, or prayers for these cards. Alright, so we're going to start off with Divine Sister. Ooh, excuse me. Divine Sisterhood. Divine Sisterhood. Here's the starting pages and the last one. This one is Prayer of Divine Sisterhood. This prayer can be said at the end of the ritual above or at any time you are having a community issue that needs resolution. Beloved Isis, please help me find my beloved brothers and sisters of unconditional love on the inner planes and in this world of forms. Guide me to a healthy community that helps me grow with unconditional love, where I can find my rightful place and be my true inner self. Thank you. May I have the courage, wisdom, and openness of heart to trust your guidance and act on it of my own free will, so be it. Beloved Isis, please help me find my beloved brothers and sisters of unconditional love on the inner planes and in the world of forms. Guide me to a healthy community that helps me grow with unconditional love, where I can find my rightful place and be my true inner self. Thank you. May I have the courage, wisdom, and openness of heart to trust your guidance and act on it of my own free will, so be it. Next up, Queen of Heaven. Okay, a little bit too far. Alright, Queen of Heaven. This one. Then these 2 pages. And then these last 2. So this one is Incantation for Blessing from the Queen of Heaven. You can add this incantation to the beginning of the ritual above, or use it as a tool on its own to solicit appropriate support for your spiritual leadership work on this planet, whether in obvious form as a teacher or healer, or in the simple and very important, though perhaps less immediate obvious ways of how you choose to live your life. Empress of the skies, heavenly queen, beloved Isis, my heart is keen, from darkness and fear to be released, to connect with my power in deepest peace. Bless me that this may be so, in accordance with heaven's plan that I grow. Beloved queen, clothe me in your authority and light. I now claim my spiritual birthright. Empress of the skies, heavenly queen, beloved Isis, my heart is keen, from darkness and fear to be released, to connect with my power in deepest peace. Bless me that this may be so, in accordance with heaven's plan that I grow. Beloved queen, clothe me in your authority and light. I now claim my spiritual birthright. Alright, next up we're going to do the power over 7 scorpions. Boom boom. And boom boom. Incantation for the powers to conjure. You can say this incantation at the beginning of the ritual or at any time you feel utterly befuddled about what is going on or what issue is plaguing you. Say the words of power with conviction in your heart, then forget about it and be patient. Your clarity and empowerment to heal effectively will come. Over any poison, big or small, I can heal and repair. My words have power over all. I do not entertain despair. I name the truth within and around me with deep compassion and clarity. The pain of life bothers me no longer. I exercise with love my power to conquer. Over any poison, big or small, I can heal and repair. My words have power over all. I do not entertain despair. I name the truth within and around me with deep compassion and clarity. The pain of life bothers me no longer. I exercise with love my power to conjure. So it is. The Brother in Darkness is the next one on the list. And I have to write to it. I love it. The next couple of pages. So, incantation. You can say this incantation to clear any negative energy at the beginning of the ritual above and at any time you feel the pulling of fear, doubt, shame, anger, hate, guilt, terror, or despair within you or around you. Go into your heart and speak it clearly. Brethren in darkness, you are loved. Love fiercely and with compassion. There is nothing to fear or judge or resist, just acceptance, allowance, and being seen. From the light of my heart, now I see you. I do not judge. My response is compassion. I understand and I release you now. Be and flow, but from my energy field you must now go. Without will or force, but through love and peace, all negativity from my field is now released. Brother in darkness, you are loved. Love fiercely and with compassion. There is nothing to fear or judge or resist, just acceptance, allowance, and being seen. From the light of my heart, now I see you. I do not judge. My response is compassion. I understand and I release you now. Be and flow, but from my energy field you must now go. Without will or force, but through love and peace, all negativity from my field is now released. So it is. Truths unveiled. Truths unveiled. Okay. Incantation for the revelation of Isis. This incantation can be repeated several times, gaining speed as you get used to the words. Feel the energy in the words as you speak aloud. You are requesting revelation before it to happen truthfully and with less distortion. You also need to accept the timing of how the revelation comes to you. It may be at the time of chanting or it may be at another time entirely. Your prayer will be answered. Trust. You can add this incantation to the end of the ritual above or use it as a tool on its own. Excuse me. Gift me with your vision now, in the distortion or the vow that blocks the eye within my brow. I receive the knowing clear, without doubt, shame, or fear. Lies and deception disappear. Revelation of Isaac come to me swift. Thank you for the insight, the truth, the gift, confusion into clarity. I now do shift. Gift me with your vision now, in the distortion or the vow that blocks the eye within my brow. I receive the knowing clear, without doubt, shame, or fear. Lies and deception disappear. Revelation of Isis come to me swift. Thank you for the sight, the truth, the gift. Confusion into clarity. I now do shift. So it is. Life restored. Here you go. And last one. Alright. Incantation of life restored. If you do not have time to do the candle ritual above, you can repeat the incantation below several times, gaining speed as you get used to the words. Really feel the energy in the words and know you are declaring your truth. You can add this incantation to your ritual as you step through the doorway of the east if you wish to do so. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis, mother of divine perfection. Through your grace I have resurrection. Life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, Isis mother of divine perfection. Through your grace I have resurrection. Next up is abundance. First card. So, incantation. This incantation will help you move back into peace and out of stress if you're worried about lack of abundance and feeling yourself getting caught in a pattern of negativity or struggle. Place your hand on your heart and speak from the heart. Star of Sothis, you bless me with abundance and peace. My wealth on all levels does increase. Through many channels I receive your flow. With wonder and gratitude I watch my wealth grow. I release all fear and doubt that will block your grace. Instead I focus on your shining stellar face and release the love and safety within. The flow of great abundance now does begin. Star of Sothis, you bless me with abundance and peace. My wealth on all levels does increase. Through many channels I receive your flow. With wonder and gratitude I watch my wealth grow. I release all fear and doubt that will block your grace. Instead I focus on your shining stellar face and release the love and safety within. The flow of great abundance now does begin. Alright. Eye of Horus. That's the next one up on the list. Here is Eye of Horus. Yep. Alright. Incantation of the Eye of Horus. This incantation can be repeated several times, gaining speed as you get used to the words. Feel the energy in the words as you speak aloud. You can add it to the end of the ritual above, or if it is not the right time for you to complete the ritual, or you just choose a shorter healing process, you can use it on its own at any time. It is most effective if you take one moment to be in your heart, perhaps even placing your hand on your heart when repeating the incantation, as it will help you stay in true insight, which always comes from the heart. Eye of Horus, eye of the sun, let my divine vision fully come. I call upon your protection divine. May my gifts awaken in service and shine. Help me see through your eyes so bright. Beloved Horus, Lord of light, I see accurately without distortion or fear. I am gifted with vision pure and clear. Eye of Horus, eye of the sun, let my divine vision finally come. I call upon your protection divine. May my gifts awaken in service and shine. Help me see through your eyes so bright. Beloved Horus, Lord of light, I see accurately without distortion or fear. I am gifted with vision pure and clear. Next up is High Priestess. High Priestess this way. Here it is. High Priestess. Alright, incantation. You can say this incantation and excerpt from your ritual at any time you wish to be open to learning more of the mystery unfolded in your life. In dream, in thought direct, in awareness, and in bodily sense, I now receive the mystery unveiled. I am not denied any detail. I receive this now with comprehension clear from Priestess Isis, who holds me dear. In dream, in thought direct, in awareness, and in bodily sense, I now receive the mystery unveiled. I am not denied any detail. I receive this now with comprehension clear from Priestess Isis, who holds me dear. Alright, High Priestess is done. Next up is enter the Chamber of Healing. Here we are. So, incantation. You can say this incantation to boost any healing process, whether it seems to have started already or it is still below the level of your conscious awareness. Healing comes, healing flows, healing blossom, and it shows. I thank Lady Isis for her love and light, her healing gift through spiritual night. brings me now to the light of this day, and healing blossoms without delay. Healing comes, healing flows, healing blossom, and it shows. I thank Lady Isis for her love and light, her healing gift through spiritual night. Brings me now to the light of this day, and healing blossoms without delay. Alright. Magic and ritual. I passed it. Here it is. Magic ritual. Almost there. Incantation for sacred practice. You can say this incantation and excerpt from the ritual above as a part of your practice each morning or independently if you do not have time for a full practice. I am, I am, I am. I am the light divine. I am the love sublime. I am the peace beyond space and time. I am, I am, I am. I am, I am, I am. I am the light divine. I am the love sublime. I am the peace beyond space and time. I am, I am, I am. Alright, next up, past life, present power. And we got one more page. Boom. Now, prayer for past life, present power. You can say this incantation at any time you have the sense of past life energy being relevant in your life and you need help, clarity, or guidance to manage the situation as consciously as possible. I call back to me through unconditional love and grace the past life energy that fills the situation in place. Let my past and present life ability help me reach my highest destiny. I call for clarity, insight, and peace, a place of empowerment I now reach. I call back to me through unconditional love and grace the past life energy that fills this situation in place. Let my past and present life ability help me reach my highest destiny. I call for clarity, insight, and peace, a place of empowerment I now reach. Alright, next up is proper burial. Yep, proper burial for freedom. Here and this one. So, incantation to Osiris. This prayer can be said as an incantation at any time you feel your need. This prayer can be said as an incantation at any time you feel you need healing, especially clearing of negative attachments, spirits, elements of the past, or just when you feel you need more of your own light in your being. Osiris, master of love and peace, bring my soul the light of relief. Through unconditional love and a heart that is true, I release that which should be returned to you. I surrender all not of unconditional love to your peaceful heart, pure as the dove. I am free from that which no longer lives. New life and healing you now give. To that which is due proper burial and right, we are all free now to grow with the light. I am free to move on now, thanks to you, with unconditional love and compassion too. Osiris, master of love and peace, bring my soul the light of relief. Through unconditional love and a heart that is true, I release that which should be returned to you. I surrender all not of unconditional love to your peaceful heart, pure as the dove. I am free from that which no longer lives. New life and healing you now give. To that which is due burial proper and right, we are all free now to grow with the light. I am free to move on now, thanks to you, with unconditional love and compassion too. Alright, soul retrieval. Next up. Soul retrieval. This one. These pages. Alright. Incantation to the goddess of deep soul healing. This prayer can be said as an incantation at any time you feel you need healing, helping, forgiving, and calling your soul back to yourself when you sense that something within you is holding you back from greater happiness, but you're not sure what it is. It can be added to the beginning of the ritual above or is said on its own as a prayer of healing and soul retrieval. Isis, with love unconditional and strong, help me rise above right and wrong, to forgive, release, and make myself whole, to retrieve lost pieces of my soul, restore the inner light grid of gold, Free me from trauma new and old. Isis with love unconditional and strong. Help me be whole now and finally move on. Let's say finally. Isis with love unconditional and strong. Help me rise above right and wrong. To forgive, release, and make myself whole. To retrieve lost pieces of my soul. Restored in a light grid of gold. Free me from trauma new and old. Isis with love unconditional and strong. Help me be whole now and finally move on. That's soul retrieval. Last but not least is the scales of balance. Whew. Scorpio, y'all had so many, but we got through it. Boom. Alright. Incantation of the scales of balance. You can say this incantation at the beginning of the ritual above or at any time you feel out of balance. You will know this is the case if you are drained, feel pulled in too many directions and with too many demands and not much productivity, or if you are just feeling not quite right within yourself. The scales are balanced with perfection, feminine and masculine in divine connection, surrender and strength, body and soul, together are love, united and whole. I know when to act and when to rest. Scales of balance allow harmony to vest. Deep within, I am now at peace. As in balance, I effortlessly now release. I feel balance, wholeness, and vitality as I balance and heal my divine humanity. The scales are balanced with perfection, feminine and masculine in divine connection, surrender and strength, body and soul, together are love, united and whole. I know when to act and when to rest. Scales of balance allow harmony to vest. Deep within, I am now at peace. As in balance, I effortlessly now release. I feel balance, wholeness, and vitality as I balance and heal my divine humanity. Alright. Next up, we are going to do the mudras. This is my favorite part. The mudras. Alright. What cards need to come through for Scorpios? What mudras need to come through for Scorpio? So, the card that fell out was the air element. So, yoga poses, cobra, upward dog, bridge, sense, touch, energy center, heart chakra, symbols, gazelle, deer, hawk, clouds, open vestas, rules heart, lungs, respiratory system, thymus, nervous system, qualities, open-hearted, loving, light, compassion, and forgiveness. Alright, I like that. Next, alright, so, what card did it come out? Scorpio. Root chakra. Muladhara. First chakra, meaning base of center, location, base of spine, sound, ram, long, long, long. Okay. Color, red. Symbol, full petal, lotus flower. Rules, legs and feet. Elimination and adrenalines. Element, earth. Qualities, grounding, stability, security, and support. Alright. I like that. Alright. Excuse me. So I'm going to go work on the tarot deep dive for this. So I'll be right back with that. Welcome to the tarot deep dive with the sign Scorpio. Alright. So, welcome to say hello to the Witches Tarot deck as well. So let's get started with this before. Oh yes, Scorpio, air, root chakra, Five of Wands, conflict with responsibilities. Ten of Wands. Nine of Cups, emotional stability. Eight of Wands, not at the same time want to face for what you have to face. What is it that you don't want to face? What do you not want to embrace? What do you not want to achieve? What do you not want to see what's right in front of you? Are you scared of something? Are you scared to take that long, dark road to knowing what it is? Five of Cups, regret. Queen of Wands, somebody regretting. Four of Wands. Ace of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. And Three of Cups. You took on the emotional responsibility. Shadow side. Knight of Swords. The Moon card. The Emperor. Ten of Swords. Five of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords. A lot of damage to take. A lot of mental exhaustion. Seven of Swords on top of that. A lot of emotional, mental instability. You seeing things. The Magician. Things got conjured up. Things got stirred up. They finally seeing what they need to see. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. The Sun. Seven of Cups. The Lovers. And the Wheel of the Year. Some of these came from the bottom of the deck. Still too early for you to talk about it. Better yet, you don't even want to talk about it. He's like, yes, I see what's right in front of me. Yes, I already went through the emotions. I don't even want to bring up the past. I gotta mourn, but I don't want to mourn. It was changing. Like, I didn't ask for this change, but yet it came. Ten of Cups. This change that I didn't ask for came anyway, and pretty much I gotta face it. I don't know what to do. Dark parts of me that I never knew I had. It became manipulative. Secretive. Eight of Cups. The Star card. Queen of Cups. Page of Wands. Six of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. The Hangman. Three of Wands. The Tower. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Four of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Six of Swords. The Fool. yourself, death, Queen of Cups, the High Priestess. Putting these up here because they feel more like a vice. Even these 4. Technically, how do you pretty much like I was saying, dark sides of you that you wasn't expecting to come out came out, and now you have to face it. You have to deal with what is being seen. It was an unavoidable change that you didn't expect. Probably whoever expects any change, it just comes at you out of nowhere, and you just have to deal with it. You see how manipulative, how controlling, how possessive you was. People don't want to deal with that. You can't deal with that. You have to rise above that, even when it comes to a group of friends. Now, if it's pertaining to a group of friends that you have noticed that are being more possessive, more manipulative, playing with your emotions, playing with who you are, how you should be, what you stand for, then those really friends? You gotta ask yourself that. Are they really friends that you can really trust? Because it feels like it's not. They're not friends whatsoever. They don't feel like friends. None of this feels like friends, because the manipulative energy right at top shows it. Ace of Cups in reverse, double queens on either side with these middle cards, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, manipulative, vindictive, rather see you fall than prosper. You know this, but yet you're not sure how to deal with it. But you'll get the answers that you need. You let people fall on their faces, so you can just stand there and be like, well, there it is. Things are finally coming to light for you. You get to see things as they are. You finally understand who they are. And once you see it, something new comes out of it. You get to sit back on your throne, get to see how things play out. Watch the money flow in. You learn how to put on different hats. Be what you need to be, and everything comes out at the way that it needs to. And then the vice cards that was at the top, like Fool and Death, Queen of Cups, High Priestess. Like I said, sit on your throne. Let things shed the way that it needs to shed. because it's more of a rebirthing, recalling back who you are, what you are supposed to be, and healing any wounds that you pretty much scabbed over instead of dealing with it right then and there. Because sometimes you push things down, deep down in the subconscious, deep down in emotions, deep down where it's hard for you to even bring it back up, but something caused it to come back up, and when it comes back up, it's like you reliving it again and again and again. You got to heal past that, and once you heal past that, that's when you are able to become the all-powerful you, the depth. You get to be able to literally go to the underworld and come back out a new person overall. But first, you have to be the high priestess. Sit back, be neutral, silence, watch things. Queen of Cups, empathetic. Nurture your own self. Know when to walk away. Know when to hold the vision. Know when to stand in it. And know when to release it. That's how that is. You gotta do that. It's all about balance. Because even the oracle cards was looking all imbalance. Balance, balance, balance. On top of more balance. With more balance. With more balance. Balance, balance, balance. Even though Cyrus card. Balance. Equal day, equal night. Soul retrieval. Equal that color, that color. Scales of balance. You gotta readjust yourself. Know when to bob and weave. But sometimes you gotta go through the battles. You know when to go through the battles and when to sit back. But this is pretty much our reading, Scorpio. And really stabilize yourself. Work on the root chakra as well. Definitely. Balance within yourself. Alright? Love you, Scorpios. And I will see y'all in the June readings. Also, make sure you like, comment, and share this as well. Thank you. And I will see y'all in June. Bye.